Yeah, I'm tired of shit, and the coffee ain't hit yet. Damn, ain't that great. I don't wanna go to work, cause my boss is a jerk, and I'm not even that paid. I need a change in my life, cause I don't feel alive, and there's nothing that makes me happy. Hold my beer for... Let's go. I wake up to a little bit of drool on my pillow, feel like it's gonna be a bad day. Yeah, I'm tired of shit, and the coffee ain't hit yet. Damn, ain't that great. I don't wanna go to work, cause my boss is a jerk, and I'm not even that paid. I need a change in my life, cause I don't feel alive, and there's nothing that makes me happy. Hold my beer for a minute. I'm about to quit my job, cash in for a ticket. I'm going on a trip and I don't plan to visit. I'm gonna stay there till I feel like I'm winning. And this is just the beginning. I need a big change, help me feel like living. I need a big swing, home runs I'm hitting, and I'll never look back, moving on till I get it all. And we all got dreams, we all want things, but what you gonna do for it? How you gonna move for it? What you gonna be? And do you believe you can do anything? What you gonna...
Hi, guys. This is Pinkie, the housewife. Thank you all for being here this afternoon. Today is Tuesday. You know what I did this morning? I text people, the good morning little avatar thing that you do, right? I text everybody with saying happy Wednesday. Because let me just tell you, I woke up 2 hours and maybe 30 minutes too early. That's why. I was still half asleep. I happened to roll over to get off this shoulder, and the shoulder was hurting. And I woke up 2 hours, 30 minutes too early. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. So I know it's Tuesday because yesterday was Monday. That's what happens. You don't know where to go every day when you don't have a job, a real job. You forget all the days seem the same to you. So I'm sorry about that, guys. Let's go ahead and get on with the matter at hand. Let me just say, welcome to the Pink House. Thank you all for being here. And go ahead and hit that like button. Hitting that like button helps you too to keep me in the algorithm. But it won't help me to remember the day of the week, but it helps keep me in the algorithm. It helps you too to send my videos out to more people that may like my content by the number of likes that I get. All right. And if you have not subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe to the channel because I need all of you all so I can get to my next goal. Okay. And I can't do it without you all. Okay. And that way you won't miss any of my next videos, content, whether it's short videos, long videos, or just a live. You will not miss it because you have subscribed. And guess what? Let me just tell y'all, hitting the like button and subscribing to the channel, that's all free. You don't pay a penny for that. That's free. Y'all know I told y'all that before, but let me just say thank you guys for doing all that, okay? And I go by Pinkie on all my channels, okay? So let's go ahead and get down to it. Let me see. Is that Sizzling Bunny in here? Hi, my. We do this. I do this to all the time. Yes. And Heifer, thank you for being here. Thank you so much. You and Sizzling Bunny, y'all are troopers today. You're looking good. Thank you. Thank you. What happened is I tried to wear the shirt one day about a week or two ago, and I realized it was way. I used to wear it all the time, but it's too big. And during that time, when I had that big casting all over, I had to try to make it fit and different things so I could get into it. But I can't. It's too big. I put this thing on. I had pins going down the back of it and around the neck and the back, try to make it fit. And I said, well, nobody will see it. But I didn't put it on. I said, this thing is too big. Okay. And I had it since I started going live 3 years ago, 2.5. And what you say sound fine to me. Thank you for letting me know I sound fine. Thank you so much. Let's go ahead and get into why we're here today. You know, let me just tell you, people are going crazy right now. ICE, let me just tell you, Minnesota, they ain't taking it. They ain't taking it. Yeah. ICE is going crazy. They done lost their damn mind. They've been crazy because they don't have no here it is right here. ICE is in the church, guys. When I say ICE is in the church, you see that big arrow? ICE is in the church. And that's no lie. I saw it for myself. Don't tell me I did not see that for myself. I saw that for myself. ICE is in the church. I wasn't there, but I watched the whole video. Yes, I did. I watched that live. I watched that whole live. I was in my bedroom, in my bed, watching the whole thing. Yes, I did. And I stayed watching it until it was over. Yes, I did. And what they're saying, it's a lie. Straight up lie. Done, Lemon, we got your back. I got your back, Done. Don't worry about nothing. We got your back. You got people on your side. You got your fans. You got your members. You got everybody on your back. They full of buffoonery. This is some buffoonery. Do you call it buffoonery or buffoonery? What is the guy? Somebody put in chat. Is it buffoonery? I don't know. Y'all know because I don't be knowing those things. I don't know what you call it, but whatever they call it, buffoonery. I'm going to call it buffoonery right now. Okay? That's what I'm going to do. They know they lying. They lying. People will lie, especially when they got the devil in them. And when they got the devil in them, they ain't nothing but a demon. They will lie. You have to watch out for these demons. You have to watch out for them. Yeah, you have to watch out for them. A demon is a demon in human skin. Y'all know I always told y'all that, right? Demons in human skin. Yeah. So just watch out for these demons. Y'all just, you have to keep your eyes open. Keep your eyes open because demons will come. Demons don't have no friends. They don't have no relatives. They don't care whether you're a family member. A demon don't care whether you that's your mother, your daddy, your cousin, your brother, your sister, your niece. They don't care whether that's your child. It don't matter. Your work partner, your work friend, your partner. It don't care who you are. It don't care whether you're best man's friend, the dog, the cat. It don't care. A demon is a demon. But let me just say it again. ICE is in the church. ICE is in the church. And then the National Guard, they're on standby. Because in Minneapolis, they need them. They need them. Because ICE is going crazy. These mother oofos and lost their goddamn mind. Yeah. They lost their goddamn mind. Yeah. But I'm not gonna play with them. And they think they got federal. Now, here it is. Federal immunity. What the hell? They ain't got no that goddamn federal immunity. Yeah, y'all heard it. Y'all heard it. Yeah, federal immunity because over this woman here, after they unalived her. After they unalived her. Yes. And calling the woman a terrorist. The stuff that comes out of their mind, I know it makes you crazy because you be trying to shake your head and figure out where the hell they going with this. That's what happened to ignorant folks. That's what happened to crazy people. That's what happened to the uneducated. That's what happened to them. They do shit like this. That's them. They don't even know they're crazy. They don't even, because they brainwashed and they in a cult. They in the orange cult, orange head cult. Yes, they are. So they don't even know any better. They just don't know any better. And I ain't got time to worry about whether they know any better. Y'all know how I love to show a video. Every time I love to show a video before we get started. Now, we're only 11 minutes in here, so I'm going to go ahead and show my video. And y'all in the bushes, come on out and hit the like button. Come on out and hit the like button. And let me just say, it's cold as fuck. I'm cold. Cold today. But anyway, come on out of the bushes and hit that like button. Yes, come on out. Let me do something. I'm trying to remember what I need to do. Hmm. Okay. Let me just say this here. ISIS in the church. I know y'all weren't trying to figure out what in the hell Pinkie mean. I got off track because I had to send a text. I know y'all trying to figure out what the hell Pinkie mean by ISIS in the church. Like I said, ISIS in the church. I'm trying to do something here. Ooh. Oh, that's me. I'm trying to do something, guys. Sorry about that. Oh, my nose is okay. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to tell y'all all about it, but I can't tell you all about it right now because we got a job to do. So I'm going to tell you about it in just a little bit. But y'all know how I love to put on a video, right? I love to put on a video in the very beginning. Let me pull up. Pull up. It's called pull up. Pull up. Okay. Let me see which one of these. Now I think I'm going to go ahead and we're going to work on this one. Let me see which one it is. That one or this one? Okay. Let me go ahead and work on this one here first. Because let me just say this. We got Don's back. He stepped out on his own and he is doing so wonderful. He is doing so great. Don Lemon is the man. I watched Don. Don, thank you. I did watch your video, your live this morning too. Okay. Now, don't mean I watched it all. Could have been going in and out on it though, sleeping in and off on it though. But I do my best. Okay, but y'all know I love my Don. I liked him always, even when he was on the news, major news outlet. Y'all know who I'm talking about. But I still like him. I always have and I always did. And I'm a member. Yes, I am. I'm a lemon head too. Yes, I should have put on my gold hat on my head today. Yes, but I didn't. But y'all know what's been going on. If you haven't heard, I'm going to let him tell you himself. I ain't saying a word. I'm not going to say a word. I'm going to let Don tell you himself. Okay? So y'all better get in here and listen. You better get in here and sit down. Okay? Here we go. 'Cause I'm not telling you nothing. Like I said, go ahead and hit that like button because it's free. And that's the only way that you're going to be able to keep up with all my content by hitting that like button and hitting subscribe. Subscribe to the channel, guys, so you can be informed every time I go live or drop a video or a short. But here it is. I'm gonna let Don tell you himself because I ain't telling you nothing. Here he is. Y'all ready? And ain't the only beef he got. That's why I said ISIS in the church. And what they claiming he didn't do. We all saw it for ourselves, and thank God for God said, "Speak this, done," and he spoke it. He said, "Oh, I'm not with the protest," or something. I'm trying to paraphrase. I'm not with the protest. I'm media. I'm a journalist. I'm a journalist. I'm just reporting or something to the sort. And he didn't say it one time. He said more than once. He was trying to let that person know that was whoever that little person is. No, he ain't part of that. He's just reporting. He was reporting. He is not part of a protest. He go report like any other news media. And they're using his name because he's a big name. They're using his name because they know it's going to speak volumes because they are no names. There are no name people. Those are the people that want to gain something off Don Lemon's name. They want to gain something from using his name, using his picture by saying that he was part of the protest. He was not. Y'all just make up shit. Y'all, and y'all know y'all watch that video from start to finish over and over and over and over because y'all can't understand how an intelligent, educated Black man, yes, I said it, brown skin Black man can be doing so well. And y'all just have to run behind people and just be they little gophers and little pygmies and stuff and shut the fuck up and you're afraid to even speak up. Afraid if the man talk about your wife, you still won't say something. The man talk about your kids, you still won't say nothing. Man talk about you like a dog and you still won't say nothing. Y'all just some scary old rats in my book. But I'll let Don speak for himself. Here we go, guys.
So people have been asking me about responding to Nicki Minaj's.
Oh, okay. This one is about the rapper. Okay, but we're going to get to the other one too. I got that one too. Okay, I forgot. This is the one about the rapper, but we're going to get to the other one too. Okay, so don't worry, guys. This is the rapper. I don't say her name. I don't say her name. Okay, I'm just reporting.
So people have been asking me about responding to Nicki Minaj's unhinged homophobic tweet about me. I usually don't respond to this stuff, but let me just say this. Nicki Minaj, stop talking about shit for which you know nothing about. This is out of your depth, by the way, and you are a homophobic bigot. You don't care about African Americans, and you're not an African American. From what I know, you are reportedly an undocumented citizen, so you should be deported under Donald Trump's rules. And the other thing is that your family members, you have one family member who is reportedly a sex offender, the other family member, your husband or whatever, a sex offender is your husband, and one of them is reportedly a pedophile. And you have nerve to talk about me and what you think that I do? Nicki Minaj, get a life. Stop being a pick-me. You should have put a pick me doll on that damn tweet instead of a Chucky doll, because you are nothing but a pick me. And I choose not to pick you. And so should black people, and so should gay people. Shouldn't buy your music. Clock that. So people have been asking me about
Well, I understand you, Don. I understand Don. Yes. Well, I am a big fan of Don Lemon. I always have been. Then, Don, I'm a fan of yours. I'm your fan. But also, I'm a supporter of Don. Okay? But I'm not a fan of Nikki's, her. And I don't buy her music. And I never bought anything. So I don't follow her like that. So I don't know her like that. So, but I'm quite sure other people follow her in her music. So I don't have nothing to do with that. I just I I'm just reporting the news. Okay. Done. What he said. Mm. Oh, oh Lord. That's why y'all don't mess with Dunn. Dunn comes straight at you, and he tell the truth. He been telling the truth all his life. He made telling the truth his life mission. He been telling the truth, even when he was on all CNN and everywhere else. Yeah. So, do I believe what Don said? Yeah. So you keep rocking, Don, and I keep rocking with you. Okay. But let's get out. Y'all remember? Okay, let me just show this again. We got videos of how ICE is acting out. He pulls a woman from her car while she was trying to go to a doctor's appointment because she's disabled. She's she's uh she's disabled or with a handicap or whatever you want to call it. And they pulls her from her car. She's trying to make it to her doctor's appointment. And then you see ICE on the other, whereas credit that portion to 60 Minutes. ICE is carrying a man like you carrying a hog, got his feet up in the air, got his hands behind him. Man, you can break somebody's shoulder, pull their shoulder out of whack. You don't, they can pull people, they can hurt people like that. What if they slip and fall on some ice? This is worse than anything I ever seen. These ain't nothing but hoodlums. Hoodlums from January the 6th. And that's in my opinion. Okay? That's what I think. That's just my opinion, and my opinion alone. Okay? And it's allegedly. And then you see them breaking down somebody's door at the bottom, that White House. They breaking down people's doors. What in the world? Where they get these people from? Jail? And then got people all on the floor in unmarked cars on the other side. One says ICE, one says police. They don't know who the hell they are. That's why I say y'all don't know who the hell these people are. They some uneducated hoodlums that you got to remember. I'm going to tell you something, just in my opinion. Half of them don't know anything. They don't know the difference between, kid me not, they don't know the difference between Obamacare and the insurance they had all the time. The Affordable Care Act. They don't know the difference. And they are so damn dumb. All you have to do just erase Barack Obama's name off it. That's the insurance I want right there, right there. And you were saying, you just told me you didn't want that. No, that's the one I want. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and give it to you. I'm going to go ahead and give you Obamacare. No, I don't want Obamacare. See, I told you. And And when this agent here ran up on this Uber driver, now he's Somalia, you know, and they don't give a Somalia people don't give a damn about black people. They don't even know our history, but they say they're not black. But shit, let me just tell you, they darker than anything I ever seen. Shit, but you ain't black. You just mud, I guess. Okay, but anyway, but now they want you to march with them, protest with them, but no, my job is to report. I'm like Don, I'm a reporter. Okay. And then this dumb agent here, a woman, this is a female dumb agent. They were, where the hell they think they are? Somewhere fighting with tanks and grenades and stuff. Tanks and grenades. If you're so proud of what you're doing and the job that you're doing, take the damn mask off. Take the damn helmet off, like you getting ready to ride on a dune buggy up in the mountains or something, or you somebody throwing grenades over at you, or you getting ready to get pursued by a tank or something. Girl, and just as dumb as fuck. When she opened her mouth, she proved to this Somalia man that she is dumb as fuck. Now, I'm not writing for no Somalia people. I'm just writing for people in general, okay? Because I know they don't give a shit about us. They just want to come and take, okay? Maybe not all of them. Maybe about 90% of them. I'll say the other 10%. Okay? I don't know. So I'm not going to put a percent on it. Well, he had to school her and the rest of them. And even when the big guy came along, he had to school him too. Okay? Now, it all started when they decide to do this to Renee Good. They decide to act crazy, really act crazy. They tried to show their real self. They didn't try, they showed their real self on that day. That particular day, I don't know what they had to drink or who blew some smoke up they ass, but somebody had to do something because all of them acted a fool the same day. But y'all know people in cults, they do that. One act a fool, they all act a fool. One act right, they all may act right. I didn't say they all act right. I said they may all act right. But that day they acted a damn fool. And then this woman car ends up over here because they see that bullet wound, that bullet hole right there in the windshield, lower driver's side windshield, and then her window is down. He just put 3 boom, boom, booms. And a woman that was getting ready to leave because she knew they was getting ready to act even crazier. Not that she was blocking the street. She was just in the street, but not blocking it because people was able to get around her and just go on by their merry own way. They just want to act a fool. And sometimes you get people like that. They just want to act a fool. Y'all know who I'm talking about. And I already said it too many times. Let me see, is this it? Okay. Homeland Security. DHS Gov. Today. Now, this was on January the 2nd, 7th, 2026. And that's the day. I think that is the day of her unaliving. But it says today, ICE officers in Minneapolis was conducting target operations. They just be lying. That's some shit. They just say some words, okay, that don't mean shit. These words don't mean shit because they straight out of the lie book. They open up their lie book and find, oh, let me use this paragraph here. Let me say these words because they dumb as fuck. Okay, conducting target operations where riders began blocking ICE officers, and one of these violent riders weaponized her vehicle, attempting to run over our law enforcement officers. Now, which is it? Is it one? Is it none? Or is it more than one? That you say she's a violent rider. Okay. Which is it? One, two, or three, or zero? None. Okay. But attempting to run over of a law enforcement officer in an attempt to kill them, an act of domestic terrorism. Oh my Lord. They are just, they got that big lie book open. They got that big, when I say a big lie book, that thing is like probably this big, this thick. Now, have I ever seen a lie book? No, I never saw a lie book, but that's in my opinion because can't nobody make up shit this good, these lies this good. Then they all go running with it. So they must know, they must all have a copy of the lie book. Say, we're going to use the one on page 23 this time. Let's use the one on page 23. Let's take the bottom paragraph, the last two bottom paragraphs and use, okay? And slap today's date on it. That's just my opinion. An ICE officer fearing for his life. Wait now, you fearing for your life, but what the fuck you want to get in front of somebody's car for? Didn't you go through this not too long ago? Yeah, and you call yourself fearing for your life then, but you're doing it again, but you're fearing for your life. If you was fearing for your life, you wouldn't have your ass out there, first of all. No, you weren't fearing for your life. You was trying to take a life, in my opinion. Okay? An ICE officer fearing for his life, lives of his fellow law enforcement, and safety of the public fired defensive shots. You weren't trying to, what? For the public? You didn't give a fuck about the public. You don't give a fuck about those people. You don't give a fuck about the people that got the shit on, the same shit that you got on. You just out there just trying to put a notch on your belt. That's all. So you can take pictures of it. And I bet you went down there when you walked down there to her car. I bet you, in my opinion alone, I bet you took a picture of it so it can save it. That's what they all do. And then they send it to each other. Oh, I just knocked me off one. Oh, let me, I just knocked me off one, guys. Oh, I just got me one, guys. Yeah, I just locked up. What? 5 today. I just got 5 of those today. They so pathetic and nasty and Lord, I cannot stand people like that. I cannot take it. Okay. But y'all know I don't believe in balance. That's what happens when you got a big window over here by you. You're always looking out the window. Oh, Lord. Okay. Let's go ahead and go on. Let me show you all this video right here. Okay. Let me see the first one I'm going to show you. Okay, here it is. I got to get it straight, get them in order. And also, there's a live going on. This live been going on. This live been going on forever and ever and ever. They're talking about, this is on CNN, guys. News 18, live, Minnesota unrest. This unrest updates. Anti-immigration demo bars. Counter protesters. ICE shooting. That's been going on for the longest. But I ain't going to go into it live. We'll go into one, but not right now. And probably not, I don't know which one we're going to go into. Okay. Here it is. This is the New York Post, guys. Border Patrol agent smashed window and dragged man from his car in Minnesota. This is chaos. Yeah, and it really is. It really is chaos. Let me check. Okay. I'm going to start it back over. Wait, let me see something. Okay. Make it big so y'all can see it. Oh, they got glazed donuts up on that thing on the store wall. Oh, I love donuts. Okay, here we go, guys. Let me put on my caption. All right, I guess it got to be playing.
Trying to get status. Got Honduran here trying to get status. One, two. Open the door. Open it.
See, they don't even know how to talk to people, first of all. You don't just come up to somebody and start yelling at them. You think people are going to respond to you when you start off yelling? 1, 2, open the door. Who you are? I mean, Ninja, I don't know who the fuck you are. Shit, you got all this shit on. I can't see your face. Hell, too many people be dressing up like y'all, acting a damn fool. You may be, I don't know who the fuck you are. So you don't tell me to open up. We can talk to the window. And then they all ganging around your car, breaking out, smashing windows and acting foolish and acting a fool and shit. Hell, somebody need to sue they motherfucking ass, each one of them, to a T. Bring, oh Lord. That means. Hyenas or something, grabbing at a piece of meat. It takes all of them for one person. Look at them. All of them. They some big, strong people. They some big animals. Back up. They ain't no damn police. Police don't. They ain't that animal. They don't act like that. Why you fucking with the women over there? Leave them alone. Oh, Ninja.
Give them your hat. Give them your hat. Now, give them your hat.
How can you understand all this to me? These people went to the Goodwill, to the Salvation Army, and went back to the uniforms and shit. No. Y'all see what I'm saying? This is crazy. It's gonna take all of y'all to handle one person. Look at them. They so damn good.
Back up. Back up.
It's gonna take all of them for one damn person. Everybody, get their picture. Get their picture. Police don't carry paintball guns. Police, yeah, those are paintball guns. We had a paintball, still got a paintball that's still there. I don't know. I don't go back.
You going inside?
You can't be marching in the stores, grabbing their stuff either.
Everybody step back. Step back. Step back. Stay back. Stay back. Stay back. did he do to you? Stand back. What did he do? Hey, stand back. Do not put your breath in here. I'm not resisting. I'm not resisting. I'm not resisting.
He is not resisting.
Hey, I'm not resisting. I'm not resisting. I'm not resisting. Nobody did. I'm not resisting. Cowards are here. Back up. I'm not resisting. You're not doing shit. Leave me alone. Put your arm behind your back. Hey, my girlfriend's right behind you. Give us a phone number. My girlfriend's right behind me. I'm going to Victory 3. That's what they said. Victory 3.
Y'all know that when they get you in custody, what they do, not custody, kidnap. They take your picture. And God knows what they do with those pictures. They scan in your face. And then they label you as this and that. And everything. And y'all.
Sorry? I'm sorry, I cannot hear you.
And Speedway needs to, whoever's in there needs to come out and tell them to get off their property. Get out of their parking lot. Because it makes them look bad. Get out of the parking lot. Get out of the way. Because, yeah, it makes you look bad. Y'all see what they're doing these days? Y'all see what they're doing. It makes the store looks bad. Because you're letting these people come all up on your, all in the way, all on your property. Grabbing people they ain't gonna want to go to your damn store. If that's the way you letting them do your customers. You should say you're not welcome in the store. You ban other people from your store. The people that shop in your store, you love to ban them and watch them, don't you? But then when they come in there, you don't ban them. You love to try to tell other people, get off the property. Get out. Go. I'm going to call 911. Get their ass off the property. Call 911 on their butt. And 911 ain't going to do nothing. Police ain't going to do nothing. The real police ain't going to do nothing. You can't even get them to help you when you need them. Let me see what this is. Oh, this is about a young lady that was shot several times by ICE. I think about 7 shots, and I think maybe 5 or 6 of them hit her. They just used her for target practice. And she was I'll let her tell you that story. And knowing her, she probably voted for him. I don't know. But if you ask me, I think she. But that don't mean I'm not going to share her story, because I don't care. ICE need to be shown exactly what they're doing, because they've been crossed the line long time ago, and that little line have been moved forward, and they keep coming closer to the point of no return. And then we got people out here starving, and people that can't even afford medication, can't even afford to put food on their tables. People are losing their houses. People are losing their apartments. People are getting kicked out. Even people that do qualify for Section 8, that really need to have Section 8. There are people that really need the food stamps, like the elderly, like the single moms that really cannot work, or the disabled. And then they sit there and pay these foods, these bumfooleries, these foods a lot of money, signing bonus and shit, and getting paid just to terrorize people, and to beat people, and to shoot people, in my opinion. I am Petitious. Thank you for being here. Thank you for coming in. So I don't have no sympathy for none of them because they all are criminals. They, to me, it is Tuesday. I've been saying it was Wednesday. I was sending people a happy Wednesday. Who is this? Wait now, I don't have my glasses. Let me call my daughter. Y'all, I'm gonna let y'all watch a video. I'm gonna let y'all watch a video. I can't see because I got a wall, a big brick wall, not a brick stone wall in front of me, but I can see the roof of a blue car. Oh, he's leaving, huh? Hey, look outside and see who this blue truck is. Do you see that blue truck? You see him on the monitor? Okay, guys, I'm back. Great having this big old window here. I mean, a huge window, big giant window. Cover up the whole, takes up the whole wall from top to ceiling. And so you can see me just as good, but I'm under all these trees, but you can still see me because all these, you can tell I got big giant TV in front of me on the wall, big on the wall, flat screen, and I got these two big monitors. They're not really monitors; they're TVs that we had them turned into monitors, and they're two big ones. That's why you see me looking off all the time because I'm looking up at that one, and I got these two here, and I got everything in front of me, and so I they couldn't see me, but they was pulled back enough toward the driveway where I can see them because the wall doesn't go across the driveway. It's all you just covered up the house, so you can only see the roof. Barely, you see just portion of the house and the big roof of the house and all the trees. So I'm kind of under the trees and with the wall in front of me, so I can see you because I'm looking down, like down in the valley. The valley is down below me, so I can see you looking up, or looking up. Thank God. My daughter was already on it before I even said something. She said she's been watching them for the longest on the monitor. Yeah, and so she did something and made them notice her, and then they pulled up in front of the wall a little, and she said they sat there for a long time. Yeah, so you got to thank God for monitoring, and I have tons of them. All it, you can't even come nowhere near my neighborhood without being caught. I see you coming, even down the street. Guys, I got to go get these nails done. They supposed to have got done the day before New Year's Eve, and it didn't happen because they was too full. I got to go get these things cut off, and I'm gonna do that. We're gonna do that soon. But thank you, Impetitious. They won. Okay, let me go ahead and get on with this here. Let me just show y'all this here. And this ICE is going crazy. They really have lost a other effing mind. Let me see. Is this the? They have lost a effing mind. And then we're gonna get on to some more of the stuff with I'm gonna Don Lemon. Now, this is the video with that lady I told you about that they just terrorized her, drug her out of her car, cut her seatbelt. Somebody got to pay for that shit. Cut your seatbelt. That's a cost. And then break her windows and shit. Somebody's gonna have to pay for this shit. And then get in the woman's car. Oh, no. No. I would report my car stolen then, the minute he gets in.
Shame on you! Force is not law! Force is not law! You are not following the law!
See, Sam telling her to go and Sam go ahead and go and see how they do. You don't supposed to do that to a woman. You don't know whether that woman was pregnant or not. Carrying another life in her or not. You don't know whether she was paralyzed and she needed a wheelchair. You didn't know nothing about her or her condition. You just grabbing somebody up.
She's trying to drive on the street. Where is the law?
When the hell have you ever seen police put in somebody's car moving? They don't. You know what they do? They call the police. They call the police. Then they carry her like she's an animal. You see how they carry her like an animal? They supposed to stay out of this. You don't know what one is doing or what the other one is. And they carrying her to another part or carrying her around to the other side. They don't know what they are doing. They are so chaotic. So fully trained. What, 47 days? And someone knows to make it 47 days in training? Who learned something in 47 days? Nobody. They just give them the best and just throw them out there. Stepping word police on their vest, but they're not. These are those off the street and jailhouse. And then they're walking around in white sneakers, ragged sneakers, old worn out, dusty old ragged boots. He's walking around like he's fighting a chemical warfare. These people are don't know what they're doing. Just in the ring.
The other card. They can go straight. There's nothing blocking. That's what you mean about the violence.
Well, see, this don't make no sense. Didn't I tell you? This don't make no sense. And look, this man is old. Y'all see this man here? He got gray hair, gray beard, mustache. This man is old enough to be somebody's granddaddy or granny, not the granny. Granny is a woman. Grandpa. And then they got these fools that ain't got no life in their eyes. Look, this is a lifeless thug here. Thug, lifeless. See there? They have to hide their face because they're half of them cannot speak English. They target people by their skin color and then by their accent. They want to hear you talk. So if they hear you an accent, oh, you're not from here. You're illegal. No, you're illegal. You got an accent. That's why they got their hair covered up and their face covered up because they don't want you to know shit. They ass don't even belong in this country themselves. Just like somebody else I know ain't calling no names. Ain't calling no names. Y'all know. Yeah. They could shoot this old man. This old man can get his arms broken, his legs broken, his hip broken. You don't carry an old person like that. These criminal thugs had to spray something because people are coughing. Yeah, they had to spray something. Now let me get on back with done. This just that's why I can't cover these buffooneries, these buffoons from the jailhouse and the thugs and the I can't cover these criminals. I'm talking about the ICE wannabe, okay? Because they're nothing but that's why I can't take it. I can't cover them agents all the time because it's not good for your health to cover those people all the time because they make you angry. They make you want to. I'm not going to say that because I don't say that. I don't say that. No, I don't say that word. Y'all know I don't say that. No, I'm not going there. So that's why I ain't talking about it. So let me get on to done right quick. Let me find it. Give me 1 second, guys. Okay. Now, let me see. Now, y'all know that Don Lemon got people acting crazy. Not just one set of people, you know. But you know what? They had D.L. Hughley on Don. Don had him on his show yesterday. It was good. I watched that too. I told you. Yes, I did. I watched that. And DL he be knowing. he'll be on the know. And him and DL is going to do it's almost like a tour, a tour. Or I don't know, are they calling it a tour? But they're going to be, they're going to be together, doing, I'm not sure whether it's his podcast or reporting together or help Dion, but he's going to be with him for several days straight. And I can't wait to watch it. I can't wait, y'all. So I don't know the exact date. I hope he mentioned it and everything, but I don't know the let me just wish he would mention it. Let me just see. I don't know the one I watched. Um, Here it is. Okay, I want y'all to see this one here. Now, normally I have never played Don stuff because I don't do that. But I want y'all to hear what Don had to say. Don may say, Pinkie, take my stuff down. I'll say, okay, I will, Don. I sure will. But I want to show you all this. Okay? Not all of it. Okay? So I'm doing a reaction. So on this is Don Lemon. Okay? Let me see. No, Don Lemon went on TMZ to do this. So if I'm going to do it from TMZ. That way. Hubba, hubba, hubba. Hubba, hubba, hubba. Let me just pull it up that way. Oh, everybody talking about the clap back. But Don been clapping back at everybody because he that man. Don said he gonna be that man. Y'all, Don is that man. That man. Okay? Don, are you that man? Oh, I'm trying to show y'all a little bit of everything. Let me tell you what, let me just go ahead and get this one out. Why do these people be lying until I get one up? Let me see. Did I just do that one? Let me see. No, I didn't. So I didn't do it. That's the New York Post. Okay. I'm trying to get it without having to. Let me see. Okay. Okay. Now, I saw the whole thing at the church. And I'll show you, and I'm going to try to pull up the part where Don was talking to somebody. I don't know shit. Well, hopefully it'll be seen here. Okay? Put it like that. Okay? And I may have to add the caption to this because we got the orange head. And this is we got the orange head here. So when you got the orange head, okay? Okay. Okay. Here we go, guys. Is that the no, that's the wrong one. Here we are. This is with the New York Post, and that information will be down in my description box.
All ICE wants to do is get them out of our country, bring them to prisons and jails and mental institutions.
Wait, now, what did he just
All
say?
ICE wants to do is get them out of our country, bring them to prisons and jails and mental institutions from where they came. That's all they want to do. They're patriots, and they have to be abused by guys like Don Lemon, who's a loser, lightweight. I saw him the way he walked in that church. It was terrible. I have such respect for that pastor. He was so calm. He was so nice. He was just accosted. What they did in that church was horrible yesterday. Look at it. 24 convictions. 24 times convicted. They're not charges. These are convictions. So he comes from outside the country. Do you think he's going to be good here? He's convicted 24 times. He's going to be good here, right? It doesn't work that way. It's a man murder. It's one of many. One of many. All they want to do is get him out. They want to take him out of our country. And we're met with paid agitators and insurrectionists, troublemakers. They're paid. You know, when the woman was shot, I felt terribly about that. And I understand both sides of it. But when she was shot, there was another woman that was screaming shame, 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 right? You saw it so loud. Like a professional opera singer. She was so loud and so professional. She wasn't a woman that was hurt, like, oh, my heart's injured. She was a professional. Shame, shame. She's screaming, shame, shame. I said, that's not a normal person. That's a professional. These are professional agitators and professional people that want to see our country do badly. But that's not happening because we have the hottest country anywhere in the world, despite this stuff. Look at this. All top of the line.
That didn't make no sense to me. That didn't make no sense to me. Did that make any sense to you all? Or were you all in what was that? It was almost like somebody in, I ain't saying a word. I ain't saying a word. I don't know where that came from. And I don't know why. I don't know where that came from, guys. Let me see, can I find this stuff on while we do that? Let me on Don Lemon right quick. I don't know where that came from. Oh, let me this. Because this is about Don and DL. Let me just bring it up. This was but what I'm going to do is trying to bring it to the I'm gonna let y'all listen to it until I
country to
bring it
their
where
own
I need it
ends.
to be.
It's interesting that people are angry with you for, I guess people,
Give me
Black Lives Matter found out
give
that
me 1 second. Let me just do this right quick. Because I'm gonna bring it up because there's a portion of it where I want to just show. I think this is the one it was on. I'm not sure. It's like not sure for sure, but I think it's the one, but I'm not really sure. Yeah, y'all know. So I'm gonna trying to bring it up. Okay, guys. Let me do this. Oops, not that. I'm trying to do it so we can listen to it. I have to do it this way. January the 26th. January 2026. That's what I mean. Okay. All right now, guys. Where is it? Done and deal. I just did it. Oh, here they are. This is Don and DL Hughley. Okay, so that's them. I'm going to push myself over here. I doubt if you can see me, but that's okay because it's not about whether you can see me. Okay. Let me do this and bring them up right quick. Okay.
Acting director of ICE and Black Lives Matter staged the protest that you happen to cover. But what's more interesting is Black Lives Matter was protecting and fighting for the rights of Renee Good, a white woman, while All Lives Matter were paying money to her murderers. And so it's just, we find ourselves, and it is Dr. King's birthday, and we're honoring it. But we got to remember, Dr. King gave a speech. One of his famous speeches was a eulogy for poor Black girls that were killed in the Birmingham church bombing. So, you know, you can't use church, the angry dude using church for a speech, but Black churches have been bombed. In 1996, there were 200 Black churches that were burned. 12 years ago, Dylan Roof slaughtered 9 people at a church. So you can burn churches, you can shoot churches, you can bomb churches, but don't protest the churches. It's the craziest thing.
Wait, talk more about that. But don't protest the churches. I mean, they weren't so mad when you protested and bombed the Black churches. So what are you saying explicitly, specifically?
I think Jesus protested in his temple. He protested in church. He didn't like the greed and corruption we saw. There are 2 times in the gospel Jesus protested twice. So if he can do it, you can too.
Yeah.
I think it's ironic that the very people who
let me just clear you real quick. I wasn't protesting. I was just reporting. I wasn't there.
Of course you weren't. Of course you weren't. I understand that. But you got to explain that to
Now, y'all did hear that. Now, let me just say this. He was not there protesting. Dunn is not part of any protest. He was doing his job as a journalist. He was there reporting, what they call reporting the news. And he wasn't the only one reporting. I watched that entire live. Yes, I did. And the pastor or whoever he is, he not one asked Don to get out or leave or anybody to leave. No, he didn't. Don went up and got let the man speak if the man wanted to speak, and he had no problem speaking. He didn't say, "Get the mic out of my face." He didn't say none of that. Yes, and impetitious. Yeah, and then before he even talked with the that minister or that pastor or whatever that man, and as there was somebody kept wanting to know what was Don doing, and Don told him, because he wanted to know, was he part of the protest? Was he here that protest? I said, no, I'm not a protester. I'm here. I'm a journalist. I'm here reporting. And the man, it's like he wanted Don to say what he wanted him to say in a way, because Don had to tell him several times. It's like, are you that stupid? You can't understand. And some of them are so stupid they can't understand when you say it once to them. You got to say it several times before they really understand you, because they so brainwashed and so with that orange juice, they can't hear. They got cotton balls in their ears. Okay. Cotton balls in the ears. Let me put this back up. Ooh.
Can you guys get my picture? I've never taken a picture with a classmate before. That's so crazy. Of course you are. But the more salient point is that the very people who are angry that protests erupted in church are the very people who tried to, this administration tried to get courts to allow them to arrest migrants in church.
Mm-hmm.
They wanted to arrest them in church.
Mm-hmm.
And the funny thing about church is Jesus told us exactly how he wanted us to treat the stranger. He wanted us to feed them. He wanted to clothe them. He wanted to protect them. He didn't say, hey, after all that, throw them in vans and drive them to Venezuela. He didn't say that.
Yes, you're right. And look, I want you to stand by because I want to bring someone in. And that is Mr. Attorney General. Are you there? The Attorney General of Minnesota, Mr. Keith Ellison, is here. Thank you, Attorney General, for joining me. Thank you for joining DL.
Hey, fellas.
Wait a minute, I got a Klansman and an Attorney General. I've never been in this situation before.
Let me just tell y'all this.
First time.
You know what? They are trying to press charges or whatever they want to do. I don't know what they want to do because they don't know what they're doing themselves. So I may have used the wrong language for it, but because they don't know what they're doing themselves. But they trying to, when I say they, the orange head, okay? The orange head. And all his pick-me's, all the pick-me's. Trying to say, Dunn, call him a KKK. Oh, Lord. Oh, my Lord. That's why y'all hear Hughley said, what?
Me. Thank you for joining DL.
Hey, fellas.
Wait a minute, I got a Klansman and an Attorney General. I've never been in this situation before.
You got a Klansman and an Attorney General. I'm not making fun of that. I'm just laughing on how stupid it is to say Dunn they want to press charges or do something or whatever they want to do, calling him part of a KKK. How ridiculous. It's just like saying you want to press charges on your dog because your dog was roughhousing with you and actually didn't. Well, I'm going to use a real scenario. I want to press charges on my dog Bella, the husky, because Bella bit me. Y'all remember that? Because I talked about it many times. And I talked about it when Bella first bit me. And it's on video that Bella bit me. Yeah. So I'm going to press charges on Bella because she bit me. And she's my own dog that loved me to death and I loved her to death. That's just like saying, you see what I'm saying? Or that's like me saying, I'm going to press charges on my second dog, which is Coda. He's a Aussie because he barks too much. So because Coda, my Aussie, barks too much, I'm going to press charges on him. Because he barked while I was watching TV and too long and too much. So how stupid can you be? Huh?
First time for everything, brother.
Attorney General, I know you know what's going on. I'm sure you've heard what's going on. What do you think of this and what happened at the church and all that?
Well, let me tell you, I think that, the protest is fundamental to American society. This country started in a protest. And, it's freedom of expression. People have a right to lift up their voices and make their peace. And none of us are immune from the voice of the public. So quite honestly, I think that you got the First Amendment, freedom of religion, and the freedom of First Amendment, freedom of expression. And I think that, it's just something you got to live with in a society like this. So, this administration is real tender about things when it comes to their own interests, but they don't care about the same things when those things don't lie in their favor. So, they're getting tender about a church service now, but, these people they're arresting people in clinics, schools, churches, anywhere they choose to do it. And so they don't really care about sacred and sensitive places unless it works in their favor. And, they get real sensitive and real about police until those police are protecting democracy. Then they don't care about police suddenly. I mean, these people are highly selective. And I think that I think that if people want to protest the behavior of, a particular religious leader, then people are allowed to do that. That's my 2 cents on that.
Yeah. Is this an attack on, to me, it feels like an attack on the First Amendment and trying to, and this is just my assessment, you don't have to agree with this, Mr. Attorney General, but trying to tie me as a journalist, to turn me into an activist, and I'm not. I was not there in activism at all. I was there just simply chronicling what they were doing, which is what journalists do all the time.
Well, let me just remind you, Don, they're over here throwing comedians. They're over here throwing comedians off the air for telling jokes. So Jimmy Kimmel is off the air because he's making jokes. The Mad King won't let you say jokes about him. So the First Amendment is completely optional in there.
Oh, let me just let y'all see this part right quick. Let me take this down. This is what's going on in the church. Let me bring it right back to the beginning of this part in the church, okay? Because I want you all to make sure you see this, okay? And you're going to hear Dunn, hopefully it's in here, state that he is not part of the protesters. He is not chanting, and they said he chanted. That's a lie. I watched the whole thing. I watched the whole live. Dunn did not chant. Dunn was reporting. Dunn was reporting, and he only let speak, and he only let someone speak in the mic when they wanted to speak. He didn't force nobody to do anything. They are just lying. Liar, liar, pants on fire.
Journalists do all the time.
Well, let me just remind you, Don, they're over here throwing comedians. They're over here throwing comedians off the air for telling jokes. So Jimmy Kimmel is off the air because he's making jokes. The Mad King won't let you say jokes about him. So the First Amendment is completely optional in their eyes. And let me tell you, the First Amendment includes freedom of the press, freedom of religion, freedom of expression, freedom of assembly, freedom to redress grievances. So that is absolutely under attack when FCC licenses are on the line based on whether or not you're congenial in the eyes of the president. So yeah, join the club. I know as journalists want to be objective, neutral, but the truth is, if you have an unjust ruler, objectivity is a threat to them. And so, sorry, but that's how it is, friend. Your First Amendment prerogatives are interfering with their tyrannical prerogatives, and that's how it is.
Can I ask you something, Dale? You can jump in if you have a question, but I want to ask you about what I've heard is there's the FACE Act.
See the young man right there with the braids in his hair? Brown skinned guy with the braids in his hair, that's part of Don's team, okay? And so Don is back over here. He's not in the in that group of people. Don is over by on the other wall that you can't see him because he's reporting, okay? But he's on the other wall of the church, near the other wall of the church, reporting, looking out at them reporting. So you're going to see him around Don and helping Don throughout the whole reporting the whole time.
That they want to try to prosecute people for the activists, and they're saying that with me, but again, I'm not an activist. I'm not one of the protesters. And then what is it called? The KKK Act, right, DL, that they're saying?
Sure.
The Ku Klux Klan Act. Can you tell us about that? Are you familiar with that?
No, I can only say that.
I was asking the Attorney General if he's familiar.
Yeah, I'm familiar with the FACE Act. In Minnesota, we uphold the right of a woman to choose, and some of the activists, will.
See, Don, see what this guy is? I told you, the one with the braids in his hair. Don is over on this side, over on the same side where he is. But you can't see Don, but he's over on that side.
Sort of so we're in both. It has to, the law has to do with whether or not people's freedom to protest, generally regarding reproductive clinics and things like that. So that's the FACE Act. And then, you have, but how are they tying you into it? That is escaping me.
I don't know. There's someone in here saying, Don, you were chanting. I never chanted at all. Someone said, Don, you were chanting. Never chanted. That's not what I was doing at all.
Well, if you're chanting, Don, let me just tell you, when we're not chanting cannot be a crime. It's freedom of expression, right? I can tell you that, you may not have been chanting, or you may have been, I don't know. You say you weren't chanting, I believe you, but chanting can never be the basis of a criminal act, right?
What's
in America, you can chant.
What's
go for it.
hard for me
Gun was
to
not
hard for me to accept is when in Charlottesville they chanted Jews will not replace us. That was protected. There were good people on both sides.
Oh, wow.
I have fought and advocated for the right of everybody to say anything they want to. I'm a proponent of the First Amendment. It is clear that this administration and MAGA in general despises protesters way more.
In my opinion, the pastor or the whatever you want to call him, or the preacher man or whatever, I don't know what you call him or what he go by. But anyway, remember that thumbnail I put up that says ICE is in the church? ICE is in the church, guys. That's what I meant. ICE is in the church.
And it's despise pedophiles.
Wow.
When somebody says stand back and stand by, when they say racist things, their speech is protected. And I advocate for that. I want everybody to be able to say what they say. But let somebody speak up in opposition. You have an administration right now that is more concerned about the rights of Iranians to protest against a government that they think is tyrannical and brutal, but using the same power of the United States of America to squelch that same speech there. It's insane to me.
Deeply hypocritical. And I'm glad you pointed it out for people listening. You know, when I heard him, when he was talking about Iran, I was thinking that this guy has seen the light about all his bad behavior here. But he meant Iran. He's for human rights in Iran, freedom of expression in Iran, but not in the United States.
Right.
Yeah.
So how is that America first? How is it that you...
This white man in that white shirt, he is all in an uproar. Why they ain't talking about him? I feel he's using all kind of language.
protect the rights of people thousands of miles. You're willing to use our national treasure and our military might. People forget that at the same time, he used military prowess in Libya, in Somalia, in Venezuela. He used that same military to a greater or lesser degree in Los Angeles, in Minneapolis, in Chicago, and in DC, and in Portland. And there's no difference between...
bring this up where I'm going to see whether it's show anything about
to any other religion. By the way,
I just moved it a little further up.
I'm a Christian, so I don't know what she's talking about. Lock him up. And then she has a Chucky doll. And my response to her DL was that it should have been a pick-me doll because...
Wait, here it is.
Respond, but I did. Can you put up the tweet? This is Nicki Minaj, and there's some colorful language in here. I don't see it. I'm not sure if you guys see it. Is it up, or am I just not seeing it?
Yeah, it's up.
There it is. Okay. She says that Don and she's C sucking lemon is disgusting. How dare you? I want that thug in jail. He would never do that to any other religion. By the way, I'm a Christian, so I don't know what she's talking about. Lock him up. And then she has a Chucky doll. And my response to her DL was that it should have been a pick-me doll, because that was more descriptive of her, because she's such a pick-me.
I tell you what, her husband is a registered sex offender. Let's be clear. She's more worried about, I think they're safer around you than him. Her brother has been in jail. Let's be clear. If she shouldn't even mention kids, she should have been Cabbage Patch Kids, New Kids on the Block, Sour Patch Kids.
Kid Cudi.
Well, Don, all I want to say is I didn't know any of that.
He getting out of this.
No, let me say though, I didn't know any of this, but it sounds to me like she's trying to get her man a pardon, and so she's kissing ass real hard to certain people.
Yeah. And maybe her brother. And that's what I said today. That Harvey Levin asked me on TMZ, and people say what they want about TMZ. TMZ has always been really good to me, and when they ask me to come on, I come on because they're straight shooters. Harvey Levin said what I saw was journalism, and then we talked about the whole Nicki Minaj thing, and I told him I don't usually respond to that, but Nicki Minaj, I believe, is trying to garner something from the Trump administration.
And you would think that a woman that sang a song called Anaconda would know a snake when she saw one.
Hey, gentlemen, I got to bounce.
Thank you.
Don, DL, bless you guys. But I just want to say one quick thing before I hit the door. The KKK Act was a piece of legislation designed to protect African Americans who are being literally terrorized and murdered and killed because we newly emerged from bondage and servitude. So the Reconstruction Congress passes the act to say that the federal government will not allow the Klan to attack African Americans asserting their rights. So think about the perversion of the federal government saying, oh, we're going to use this act to punish people who are reporting on facts going on. Everything is different. And in an unjust world, the just people are going to be persecuted, Don. So hold your chin up. And let me tell you, DL, I love your comedy. You're such a gifted man. But now they throwing people in jail and kicking them off the air for telling jokes.
Yeah.
That is one hell of a moment that we were in. So you guys keep doing what you're doing. I'm about to go deal with some things. And bless y'all.
You know, when it's things, it's he's dealing with some things.
All legal.
No, thank you, Mr. Attorney General. I know that you're busy, and I know that you're probably out visiting some sites. You're taking care of the citizens of Minnesota, and I appreciate you joining us. Thank you so much.
All right, y'all. Take care, guys.
Take care, man.
So, DL, let's talk about this, because I think that the Nicki Minaj thing really got to you.
Well, it's insulting. We have a group of factions that is more concerned about protesters than pedophiles. They're more concerned about who you sleep with. The truth of this country is that this is a mirror holding us up to ourselves. We are in a moment of, it's a tipping point. I don't know that America ever becomes or ever recovers from this. But I think without death, there can't be a resurrection. But all you did, imagine getting mad at the mirror because it saw you gain 15 pounds. That's exactly what happened to me. And it insults me because I watched what these people do. And the fact that nobody says anything about it. You the same, a day after, 5 years to the date after Trump pardoned people who were engaged in active insurrection, you watch somebody get killed and say there's no need to. So if you can't see the riot, you can't see a murder. But they get to veil their eyes and decide what it is that is relevant there. And that's to me something that is worth fighting against.
DL, I want to tell folks, since we're here, DL and I have a couple shows. We're going on tour. DL, people have been asking us, when you coming to our city? When you're coming to our city? So
well, you gotta wait. I can't travel with a Klansman. I won't do that. But what I'll do.
DL.
A black gay Klansman, man, you checking every box.
Are you looking at me?
He put his hood on, his hoodie.
If I wasn't so mad, I would. This is the most ironic. I've never seen anything like this before.
DL, anything goes. On February 3rd, DL and I are going.
Now, y'all listen to this. This is him and DL tour. They're doing events. You purchase your tickets for Don Lemon's upcoming events, his up and coming events with DL Hughley. Remember, I mentioned that in the earlier part of my live, so I want you all to get it from them. Okay, so here it is. Just listen so you can get it. They're going to be traveling together, touring together. So y'all get your tickets.
Checking every box.
Are you looking at me?
If I wasn't so mad, I would. This is the most ironic. I've never seen anything like this before.
DL, anything goes. On February 3rd, DL and I are going to be in New York. On February 4th, DL and I are going to be in New York. And then we'll be in Atlanta on February 17th and February 18th. So
I thought on the 5th, we're going to be in Philly. Are we still not, we're not doing that now?
No, Philly, because I'm going to be out near you at the Super Bowl or one of those
Thank
things.
you.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
No worries.
You want to do LA? You want to do something in San Francisco? We can do a West Coast.
Man, I'm with it, man. I'm with it. Let's do it. You know, instead of calling it Deal and Deal, we should call it the Don Lemon Bail Tour. We're going to have.
How much money you think I can get to GoFundMe? Because
now you got to kill an innocent black person to get that kind of money. Or a gay woman. You can't, that don't come free. And that's sad, but it's actually true. And isn't it ironic that the very people, like, and I said this earlier, Black Lives Matter was responsible for that protest. Yeah. But they were speaking in the behest of a white woman who was murdered, they thought unjustly, or at least it deserving of investigation. The people who claimed all lives matter were busy paying $1 million for her murder. Yeah. And that's where we are.
Can I tell you, DL, today, so I did this big King Day event. All civil rights people who worked with, marched with Dr. King or whatever. And right. when they read what was happening, I talked about it once on stage, they were like, okay, no big deal, good.
Right.
Which is amazing they have that attitude. And now people are like, oh, I can't get out of my house, I'm nervous or whatever. To a person, oh, that's great. You're standing on something. You're getting in good trouble. And so I was like, okay, all right, I'm down. I'm okay. Maybe.
But all you were doing, all you did was chronicle it. Right. All you did. And so to me, like, I see these conflations. Like, a lot of people will tell me that, on the right, will tell me how much Charlie Kirk was like Martin Luther King. And I believe that they actually believe that when white people name a street after Charlie Kirk, that they're scared to drive down. I don't mess around on Charlie Kirk Boulevard. And Charlie Kirk Boulevard will be in the roughest streets in our neighborhoods.
Thank you, brother. I love you, man.
All right, man. I love you too. You be careful out here. Hold your head, man. We got you.
All right. Thank you.
But I want the one thing I won't do is hold your burning cross. I won't do that. But other than that,
Oh my God, guys. I hope y'all enjoyed that. I hope you all enjoyed that. But y'all got some important information. You saw the video in that church, okay? Uh, but also you got a chance to hear Don's tour with DL Hughley, either DL Hughley tour. I guess they're going to call it Don in the that man. I'm just making it up. They call him. He's referred to now as that man. I'm talking about Don. That man. That man. That's kind of that. That's kind of good. That man. But he's done. Okay. Um. And one last thing I want to show you all, because they are making a big. They making it like he and just went and robbed. Let me just play it right quick, guys. I want y'all to they are making it like, oh, is this Don talking to the pastor? Let me see. I'm just checking. I won't know until I show it. Let me see. Give me 1 second. Okay. It's as much as I can get. Okay. Because on Don's video, you see him talking to the pastor. Maybe I may have to make a short of that. I may have to do a short of that. Just give me 1 second, guys. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Let me see. Here it is right here. No. Where is that live? That's what I'm trying to find, that exact live. No, that's not it. Let me see what date was Sunday. No, today is. I've been saying the wrong date all day. Sunday was the 18th. Sunday was the 18th. So Sunday was the 18th. So I think this is it. I watched this video here. This live, I watched this live, so that's not it. It was the one I saw this one. Can't be that one. Oh, I tell you what, here it is. Let me just show this one here again. Let me go into TikTok. Give me 1 second. TikTok always got what you need. Because I'm going to not be here in a little bit, so I want to go ahead and get it for you. Oh, this is part 2. I'm going to give it to you as quickly as I can, whether it's in order or not, because I want you all to have it. Okay? This is part 2. Don Lemon joined. Okay, I'm wasting time by talking. I'll just let you listen, okay? Here we go.
I think maybe if the pastor would like try to calm things down and say, let's all talk together and make this peaceful and not be so us against them.
Dawn, how would the pastor do that when everyone is yelling? Why are you putting the onus on the pastor to stop all of this when you were the ones who walked in?
I think that it's good to talk, but then why don't we do that, right?
Yeah.
I don't think trespassing, I think protesting on the streets is fine, but I think there's a difference between that and then going into someone's property and then yelling.
How do you feel about allegedly, according to the protesters here, there's a member of ICE who is a pastor here or is a member of the clergy?
Oh, so that's the real justification for all of this. A member of
y'all see the other person there with his camera and stuff? Yes. Yes.
clergy is part-time ICE or something.
Allegedly, I don't know. That's what they say.
Okay, well, I would say before just ramming into a church, maybe it'd be good to get some more information first.
He gets into a debate with the pastor.
Our church had gathered for worship, which we do every Sunday, and we were interrupted by this group of protesters. Yeah. We asked them to leave, and they obviously have not left. So.
Yeah, imagine if this was an Islamic gathering and you had a group of white people come in shouting them down and shutting it down, saying shame on you.
I mean, this is unacceptable. It's shameful. It's shameful to interrupt a public gathering of Christians in worship. So,
but there were folks who will say,
I have to take care of my flock.
Okay, but listen, we live in there's a constitution in the First Amendment to freedom of speech and freedom to assemble and protest.
Yeah. Freedom of religion is one of those.
I don't know why he's bringing up the First Amendment. It has nothing to do with private property.
We're here to worship. We're here to worship Jesus because that's the hope of these cities. That's the hope of the world is Jesus Christ.
I want to be very respectful. Please don't push me, though.
We're here.
What did Don say? Please don't push me. Thank you, Don, for saying that. Hi, Terry. Thank you for being here. Yeah, they pushed Don. Don got pushed. That's why you heard him say, please don't push me. Don't put hands on Don. Don't y'all put no hands on Don.
Did you see a push anywhere? I mean, Don Lemon is just fishing.
Look at Don Lemon leaning in. He's leaning back.
You walk into the church and then tell them, oh, please don't get too close. And the pastor asked Don Lemon point blank to leave, and he doesn't.
That's what we're about.
Don't you think Jesus would be understanding?
He asked Don to leave. He said he asked those protesters to leave. That's the difference. Don didn't come in with the protesters. So he didn't say Don leave. He said he asked, he's telling Don. So this guy didn't get it straight. He needs to get it right.
We're about
love these folks.
We're about spreading the love of Jesus.
But did you try to talk to them as a Christian?
No one is willing to talk.
Okay.
I have to take care of my church and my family, so I asked that you actually would also leave this building.
You don't want us to
unless you're here to worship. Unless you're here to worship.
I'm always worship. I'm a Christian.
There's something about Don Lemon that just especially rubs me the wrong way. So
I'm just going to be as respectful as possible. I'm not here to intimidate anybody.
He's just fishing for content. That's all he cares about here.
Do you mind if we talk to you? What do you think of this? I thought you said no.
What I'll tell you is that there are varying arrays of views on the political situation here. That's what I'll tell you.
What do you mean by that?
I'm going to leave it at that. But there's varying array of views in this church on politics of immigration. Right. To recognize the complexity of the issue.
Many people are going to hear him say that and claim that this justifies everything that you're seeing, because there's varying arrays of views on this topic.
Some people don't like what's happening. Some people like it.
I'm not going to reduce it to that. I won't reduce it that simply, but we acknowledge the complexity of the situation.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate you talking to me.
And apparently there is an investigation going on. And Don Lemon chronicling this is going to help with that investigation, but this is going to make everything worse.
I'm surprised that law enforcement has not showed up yet. I'm going to take you outside of the church. What do you think of this?
There's a harmless Christian here that wants to praise the Lord with my son, and now I got to go home.
Yeah, that was interesting to watch. This guy here, look, he's hugging his kid. And, you know, I imagine it's uncomfortable and traumatic for the people here. But again, careful. It's very slippery right here. Yeah. It's uncomfortable and traumatic for the people here, but that's what really, careful, please, really slippery. Not kidding. That's what protesting is about. I think maybe if the pastor would like try to.
Don Lemon and his left-wing mob just stormed.
No, they didn't just storm nothing. That is a lie. Okay, but I'm not gonna. That is a lie. They didn't just storm nothing. They went in there by themselves. Don just went after the story. He just reporting the news. He's a journalist. That's what he do. So he didn't do anything wrong. Okay, they just want to tie him in because Don is the big fish. He's the bigger person. Don, everybody knows Don, okay, from TV. So that's why they're coming after Don. Okay, so y'all get the story straight. Get it straight, get it straight. Do this last one.
And there's a certain degree of entitlement. I think people who are, you know, in the religious groups like that, it's not the type of Christianity that I practice, but I think that they're entitled, and that entitlement comes from a supremacy, a white supremacy. And they think that this country was built for them, that it is a Christian country, when actually we left England because we wanted religious freedom. It's religious freedom, but only if you're a Christian and only if you're a white male, pretty much. And so, yeah, I absolutely 100%, but it's an intimidation tactic. And, you know, I said, I don't understand how I've become the face of it when I was a journalist. I do understand that I'm the biggest name there. Yeah. And I'm also, as I was on with my producers this morning, you know, you and Kylie talk all the time. My producers were saying, I said, how did I become the face of this? And my producer said, Don, you're a gay black man in America. And there's a certain degree of entitlement. I think people who are, you know, in the religious groups,
that is true. He's the biggest name. He's a gay black man. And they want to bring him down because of that. Tell the truth. Done telling the truth. That's what it's up to. Okay? And that's why I put that thumbnail up there, guys. What I say? ICE is in the church. Didn't I say that? Okay. So, but guys, we're not going to be here that long. We're not going to be here that long. We're going to go ahead and call it a day. But I do want to thank everybody for being here. I really do. Thank you all for being here. Thank you all for showing love to the channel. And make sure whether you was in the bushes or outside of the bushes, please don't forget to hit the like button on your way out. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe to the channel.
They know I'm doing things right. Sipping in the summer on a goose and Sprite. Or find a nightclub for the end of the night. Oh, and we all got dreams. We all want things. But what you gonna do for it? How you gonna move for it? What you